your summer 2025 Medicine Hat real estate market update and why I personally think things are not going to be slowing down anytime soon in Medicine Hat. What's up, guys? My name's Ryan with eXp Realty, serving Medicine Hat and area. And I've had a ton of buyers this year think, oh my gosh, things are so expensive in Medicine Hat, and they can't believe what's been happening to prices since they've been going up year over year. And what everyone has to understand, and what I want to convey in this video, is that there's so much pent-up demand for real estate in Medicine Hat right now that me personally, I don't think the appreciation in the market is going to cool down anytime soon. So if you're watching this video thinking of whether buying or selling real estate this year, I hope this brings to light some information that maybe you haven't seen out in your social channels yet. When I look at working with buyers and they are thinking about, gosh, this house seems expensive, I want to educate them, and hopefully this video will educate you along to make an informed decision. Whether that means you buy a house or not, that's irrelevant to me. I want to be able to give you current, up-to-date information and back up what I am saying. In Medicine Hat right now, I'm going to share my screen here. We have seen year over year significant appreciation in average detached home sale price. I wanted to put average detached home sale price because we're going to compare to different markets here in a little bit, and I didn't want to group in condos for obvious reasons or commercial properties. This is single family detached home average sale price in Medicine Hat over the last decade. You can see that since COVID, since 2020, we've been on a massive appreciation run. In 2020, average sale price for a detached home was right around 320. We're over $100,000 higher than that now at 430 in 2025. And now that we're into July, this is a good crop of information to base what the following years are going to be like as well. So it's been a steady 4 or 5% increase year over year for the past 5 years. And naturally, when I show buyers this chart, they're like, well, gosh, what if this starts going the other way and we bought a house? Now we're going to be upside down in it. And I can appreciate that thought. You always worry when you invest in something what value is going to do with it. Because let's face it, when we buy a house, that's usually 95% of the time the most significant asset that you're going to buy in your lifetime. And you naturally want that property to appreciate. So what does this mean for you? Well, in my opinion, I can see Medicine Hat going on a steady appreciation run for the next couple of years at least. The reason I say that is because I applied the exact same metrics to Calgary detached home average sale price, and they've actually still appreciated versus last year. So an average detached home in Calgary is selling for $825,000. Quick math, guys, that's $400,000 more than Medicine Hat. The amount of buyers that I have had this year from Calgary come to Medicine Hat because prices are so cheaper is over a dozen groups of buyers. And I'm just one agent, so I can't imagine if you multiply that by all the other agents in town. We're seeing an influx of out-of-town buyers coming to Medicine Hat based solely off of the fact that the same house is approximately $400,000 cheaper in Medicine Hat than it is in Calgary. Furthermore, I use the Google machine here. In Vancouver, for example, I know it's a totally different market, but hear me out on this. An average detached family home in June of 2025 was just under $2 million. So what does that mean exactly? Well, hypothetically, let's say that you are a baby boomer that has lived in Vancouver for the last 20 years. Maybe you raised a family and you are looking at maybe downsizing. Well, your property is now worth $2 million. You think about, well, gosh, that's a lot of money. But the issue is if you sell for that high, you're going to have to buy something at a similar amount, maybe slightly less, until you look at Medicine Hat. There's been a lot of folks that cash in their chips at hyperinflated markets and come to Medicine Hat and think that a $400,000 or $500,000 house is a steal of a deal. And if you're a buyer in Medicine Hat right now, you have to understand your competition. That's who you're competing against. They're not going to nickel and dime over a couple $1,000s because they appear, their vision of the Medicine Hat market is everything is still a steal of a deal. I have a good friend in Calgary right now that's about to be selling his bungalow, very much like you would see in Crescent Heights, and the amount of money that he's getting for that doesn't even make sense in my mind. So those properties in Calgary are still going for significantly more, and I call it what's a trickle down effect to the Medicine Hat market. We're getting people from BC, from Ontario, and even from places like Calgary, Okotoks, people coming to Medicine Hat because they see retirement early, because they can cash in their equity, buy a property in Medicine Hat that appears really cheap to them, and have all that exposable cash. In my opinion, that's not a great way for Medicine Hat to grow as a community. That might be for a different video, but I hope this helps educate you on where Medicine Hat is at compared to everywhere else in Western Canada. And ultimately, I'm super biased with Medicine Hat. I think we have great weather. I think that we are very close to the States if people want to go get away for a vacation. We're also very much a small community feel still, and I think that's what people are craving, especially coming from Calgary. They want that small community feel. They want to be able to drive across town in 10-15 minutes, and they're finding that in Medicine Hat. So I do not believe that the appreciation is going to stop anytime soon. Ultimately, that means that houses are going to sell quicker. They're going to continue to slowly push up in sale price, because when a property transacts, that's now comparable for a future sale. So that's how markets appreciate, based off of sold comps, based off of inventory levels, based off the pent up demand. And there is not enough houses coming to market to satisfy the buyer demand right now. It's a simple supply and demand cycle. There is not enough supply for the demand. Prices will continue to inch up over and over and over time, to where I do think we're in for another run of appreciation for a couple of years. So if you are thinking of buying your house, maybe this got you off the fence. Do you want to use me as an agent? I'd be more than happy to help you guys out, but that's not the point of this. The point is to provide you with current information, educate my audience, you watching this, and let you make an informed decision. So I hope that gives you a good solid landscape of where we're at July 2025 in the Medicine Hat real estate market. If you guys have any questions, if you want to dive deeper into the market, reach out to me. If you want to go look at homes, 403-548-0813. Text me, call me anytime. Hope this serves you guys well. Take good care. We'll see you.